do it.
Highlights.
The first scoring would occur at 1:43 left in the first quarter. Jahmyr Gibbs would go 25 yards for a touchdown, his first of 4 on the day. 6:35 into the second quarter. Former Alabama Crimson Tide Will Reichard would put 3 on the board for the Vikes. And then, with 20 seconds left in the quarter number 2, Will Reichard would hit again, this time a 31-yard field goal to cut Minnesota's deficit to 7-6. But the Lions would not be denied to end the first half. Mr. Bigfoot Jake Bates would boot his 48-yarder as time expired for a 10-6 lead to end the half. Will Reichard would get it going again, this time a 51-yard boot through the uprights 51. To bring the Vikings to within 1, 10-9. But after that, folks, it was the Jahmyr Gibbs show. 2:30 left in the third. Goff to Gibbs, 10-yard TD pass, 17-9 Lions. The Vikings, who were, in my opinion, pretty frazzled offensively, tried for a 51-yarder, but Will Reichard would miss. Then, early in the fourth quarter, Gibbs would take this and gallop into the end zone for a 13-yard run, 24-9 Lions, and it wouldn't stop there. Finally, with 5:14 left in the fourth, the man they call Sonic would put this game out of reach with a 4-yard run pushed in by his guys. We've seen it all year long. 31-9, and that's how it would stay, clinching the number 1 seed, clinching the division title. Yeah. Pretty exciting game, but wouldn't you say that, Coach?
It was. It was exciting for the Lions and Lions fans.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Did you see what Dan Campbell said to O'Connell when they met at the field?
No. What did
he said? I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Really?
Dan Campbell, I think, thinks he's going to see the Vikings. They got to get through the Rams. We'll talk about the playoff picture with them in a little bit. But let's talk about this game. I feel the Lions did a good job adapting to this Viking offense who, they shut Jefferson down. They shut Addison down. Hawkinson couldn't get anything going. I don't know where the run game went to for them, but I mean, what's your opinion on the defense?
Well, I got three words to say.
Okay.
Here. Glenn, Gibbs, and Darnold. Glenn had his defense prepared. He had them ready to go. They came out. They played aggressive. They played fast. They played hard. They played tough. So kudos to Aaron Glenn. Gibbs is the best back in football. Let's just start there.
Right.
Name me something that he can't do.
Yeah, he was pretty good last night.
He's the best back in football.
They have not missed a beat with Montgomery being out.
We don't need him.
You don't think we need him at all?
No. Gibbs is the best back in football. I know people, Henry and Saquon and it's another kid. Sometimes you can bottle up Saquon. You can't do anything with this kid. Just can't. The kid is the best back in football. His feet, his cuts, his strength. He's not going to be denied. He's always a threat. He's always a threat when he gets the ball. He catches it out of the backfield. He blocks. He's tough. Best back in football. Third thing I have to say is Darnold.
He looked frazzled last night.
Well,
and I would assume he's probably not going to get as big of a contract coming into next year with him being a free agent. Or do you think somebody's going to give him a long-term deal?
It's tough. He still has the playoffs. But let's keep in mind, folks, I know Lions fans think this catapults him to the Super Bowl. It doesn't. It's still got the playoffs to go. But Darnold turned back into What's the fairy tale? What's it? He turned back into a pumpkin. Is it Cinderella?
He did look bad.
Listen,
but I'm going to credit that to the defense. Though. I mean, they were blitzing him hard.
Listen, I've been preaching Darnold. I said it's always up to him. Last week I said on the show, who plays the best quarterback wins. They had 9 points. Yeah. You got arguably the best receiver in the game. I'm still going to give him just a little bit over the kid in Cincinnati. I don't know. Is Jefferson a great route runner?
Well, let me ask you something. I heard you and Tony was saying this earlier on in the season.
Listen.
Jefferson's the best out there. But if you're the best, you get stopped by Robertson. And these are the kind of games that you got to step up if you're the best receiver. Or do you think it's Darnold's fault?
50-50.
Or is it the play call?
Well, it could be a little bit of that. But the kid wasn't – they didn't throw it. Like Addison was shut. They didn't do anything in the biggest game. And let me tell you something. Minnesota needed this game more than the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Because Lions are better. The Lions are better. I love Minnesota's coach, though. But remember when Minnesota was 13-3 back when nobody was – this is them. This is them again. You know why? Because Darnold didn't live up. It looked like he was gay. The lights, everything looked too big for him. He looked too fast. He turned back into the Jets. It's the reason why he's been traded 4 or 5 times. So hats off to that Lions defense. They came to play yesterday. I still don't buy them. But, hey, it was a big game, and they showed up for a big game. That's what you do. That's what good teams do. They don't let down. You know, they come in with the mindset of we're going to take their best, and we're going to deal with it, and we're going to give them our best, and we're going to out-physical them. They bullied them.
They did do that.
They put 9 points. Show you how much I know. I had the Vikings scoring like 35 points, 38 points or something like that. They had 9.
I thought you did make the prediction that the Vikings would win.
I did. But then I thought throughout the week, I said, Darnold. And I've been pulling for the kid. I really have. I don't know what's going to happen with Minnesota. Maybe they don't get rid of JJ so soon. I don't know. But he looked frazzled. And in these type of games, you can't do that. You just can't.